Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 8 of Owarimonogatari. It's the start of a new arc after last arc was kind of emotional for a lot of people. Not just the characters, but for us as well. It'll be interesting to see where this arc takes us. I have absolutely no idea what this arc is called. Oh, well, okay. Kind of hard to hide that when it's literally the first frame of the video, but hey. You guys already know what to do. Open up your own copy of the episode and sync it up with the timer that's going to appear within Serby's hands at the end of my countdown. Now without further ado, let's start in 3, 2, 1, play.
If Shinobu's in the title, that means it'll have nothing to do with her.
Yes.
She's in Antarctica.
Hoagie won't allow it. Whoa.
That's not a threat.
Yeah, it's not. Obviously, she's not saying it in a threatening way. She's just saying facts. Are you sure about that?
All the origami animals that they've dealt with.
Yes.
Well, and some they have.
Even a samurai.
No. Who's the crane? Is that?
I think maybe the crane was supposed to be Tsukihi. For the phoenix.
That could be.
Right, interesting place to hide.
Oh, new OP.
Yeah, another Shinobu OP.
Shinobu OPs are always so fun.
Mm-hmm. Very different from everyone else because she can't sing in them or whatever her deal was with the OPs. Also, the only German OP.
Oh, this is the one you keep talking about. Gotcha.
Yes. I was like, oh, cool. Kiwi can translate it, but I mean, like, there's subtitles.
We don't need you, Kiwi. Get out of here.
Oh, man. You just specifically turn off the subtitles for when Kiwi watches. Long time no knee. Nice. What is this pose?
Downward patella over kneecap.
It would be a better world.
No.
That can be taken out of context.
No, nothing Araragi says can be taken out of context.
Obviously. He's a symbol of virtue.
What?
So yeah, it gives you the right to abuse him. Yes.
Hallucinating.
You know what point in time we're in currently?
No.
All right.
It's before
Maybe-
she met. I forgot her name. And fixed everything because that's when Araragi had his car and long hair. That's all I know.
Yes, it's before the last point in time in the series. Big brain, Survey. At it again. I mean, if you figure out, it'll give you a bunch of hits. I don't know if you'll remember the details from the previous arcs, but if you do, let us know.
Is this
'Cause I'm
after
not
the
gonna
arc we
explain it.
just had, or did they jump it?
It's a new arc. I'm not gonna say when it is. It'll give you enough clues to figure out.
But that means I have to remember things.
I mean, well, we know that it's a point in time where the cram school hasn't burned down yet, so that's a big hint.
That's true. I forgot that happened before Kanburu disappeared with Araragi.
Yeah, and there was a bed downstairs, so that was during Kamburu's arc when she slept here. This was after that time.
Okay.
Excuse me? You do seem like the kind of guy. She combined them both.
Your body from injury.
You're either very reckless or very trusting.
Or both.
Book was
The
probably a
most
BL.
dangerous combo.
Of course. I'm gonna make a guess that that's like a renowned author that maybe Nisio looked up to, potentially.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know a lot of Japanese authors.
Yeah, I never looked it up, actually. I wrote my will.
The coloring of this set is cool.
Hmm. Yeah. It could happen. What is this like?
This might be my favorite Convo interaction.
We had to go back to the subject twice this conversation. My goodness. When you put it like that. What does that even mean?
It doesn't. Cool. Interesting.
A literal suit of armor.
Shadow Samurai. This the shot.
We have seen him before, actually.
Have I?
I won't say when, but you'll probably figure it out on your own.
I don't remember anything.
No worries.
I like all the gold specks now on the floor.
Oh yeah, this was the episode where that happens.
You teased me.
Not gonna say what it is. It's just
I
amazing.
know you're not.
I just remembered. It's missing something.
The body, maybe?
What an astute observation. But no, like specifically on the armor, there's something missing it.
Oh, I don't know Samurai armor that well. Armor's not my specialty. Realistic armor.
You're just a sword nerd.
No, I'm not even that.
You just own a samurai sword.
I like replica swords of nerdy anime shit.
What a weeb.
What?
On this channel? Impossible.
Oh, look at those 3D effects. Damn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Trigun Stampede ain't got anything on this.
Beautiful. And back to the
Same shot again. Oh. Thanks, Kamaru. Oh, punch him in the crotch again.
Yeah.
The fact that Kamaru's punching a suit of armor is actually kind of impressive, even though, you know, there isn't really any person inside it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's gone all wiggly.
Her limbs that become noodles.
I like noodles. Hug expired. Because you're telling me it's the suit of armor is like Adam from Nier.
Oh. Well, it gets stronger? Yeah, I suppose so. Energy drain.
Oh, so it's different. I got okay.
Hello, Serbia. Let's talk like this the entire reaction. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I can do that.
Oh.
I do like his little bat wings. They're pretty cute.
They help with, you know, the aerodynamics.
Yeah. Functional bat wings. He's kind of got a bit of a Joker smile, though.
You want to know how I got these scars? I kind of love that.
Yeah. No, that's kind of their relationship.
You just understand with just this.
Oh, this is cool.
A tiger's tail. Yes, you did.
I feel like I'm gonna get laughed at, but his voice sounds familiar.
I wonder whose voice it is.
I don't know. Shut up. I know I'm gonna get laughed at. It's Otaraki's. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't. I don't know. The echo was messing with me.
Ooh, imagine the late fees on that.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. I loved it.
This is the scene I was talking about. Like, oh yeah, that happens this episode. The greatest laugh ever. And then when you just, oh yeah, it's just Aragi doing that. It makes it even funnier.
Yeah. Where did Hanekawa go? So this is what happened to the school, though. Is it burned down?
Yeah. When Kurokawa came over with Shinobu last time, they found the entire school already burned down.
Mm-hmm. So this is before Hanekawa kind of finished coming to terms with everything.
Yeah, this is during Aragi's disappearance from the story during Shiro. Oh,
Senjukahara? No, Shinobu.
everybody always thinks that it's Senjukara in this moment.
I mean, Senjukahara makes more sense.
It makes sense, but in the context of his life, Shinobu is pretty much tied to his own life, so if he were to die, he would want to be with her.
Because his life and death is connected to her.
Yeah.
I guess they're leading up to it in a more emotional context than a more, I don't know, I guess that's not literal, but more grounded. I don't know. Oh, explosion. Oh, hello. She always makes quite the entrance.
Well, she is the greatest lolly in the show. I love how at the start of Shinobu Mail, we have yet to actually see Shinobu.
Well, that's what I said. Shinobu's in the title, so she's not going to be here. I called that from the beginning.
It's definitely a story that's related to her, with the samurai suit being introduced here.
No, couldn't be. Couldn't be.
Oh, yeah, my bad. That was a wrong analysis on my part.
You took the obvious route. Come on.
Just like how you took the unobvious route with guessing Senjukahara. Naragi said, there's only one person I'll die with. Wow. I could never have thought of Senjukahara.
This is pretty much the same ending, but different.
Yeah. It is the same song, and they just changed a little bit of the visuals. Yeah. Are those donuts? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about them reusing it, I kind of like it because the songs that they do reuse, the meaning of the songs still apply to the said arc, which is kind of like how they recontextualize the first ED of Bake during the episode 12 date.
Sure.
But yeah, so this was happening when Hanakawa was still going through her stuff, and then during Shiro, he met Kanbaru at the school, and Kanbaru ran into her telling her that Aragi had texted her saying to come to the cram school at so-and-so hour, and she was wondering, and she was asking Hanakawa like why he'd send me this kind of text, and Hanakawa didn't know, obviously. And then yeah, this is right before the school gets burned down, and then obviously Kurokawa comes in with Shinobu riding on her back. You're like, wait, what happened here? Yep, somebody stepped on her tiger's tail. Potentially coincidence. I think it might be because like during that time, the tiger was just going around burning down the places where Hanakawa had slept at, because of what was going on during that arc, and it just so happened to happen right here.
That's what it seemed like, because otherwise I feel like the tiger would have made any sort of appearance.
Yeah.
But since he kind of didn't, I assume, it's just he happened to be there, happened to be burning it down, and it worked out for Araragi and Kanbaru.
What do you think the suit of armor is?
The most obvious answer, which I don't think is necessarily the case, being it is just the samurai, or what remains of him.
The samurai? Which samurai?
From Shinobu's past. But I feel like in this case, it's probably more like a symbol of Shinobu's attachment or connections to humanity, maybe, or like the people she's cared about. Could be why it takes Araragi's voice, maybe.
Maybe.
That's my main theory right now.
The samurai was proclaiming that he came back to reclaim the sword that Shinobu had taken from him. And the late fees were 400 years, so Shinobu's gonna have to pay for that. It doesn't seem to have a material form yet, obviously ignoring the armor itself, but it is moving on its own and has some sort of will that it needs to enact, that's for sure. Do you remember who the person Araragi needs to bring Kanbaru to is?
I'm sorry, I don't.
I like how your model froze in place when you were thinking there. We got an arc where Araragi was doing his own thing during Shiro, which was the arc where he time traveled back to save Hachikuji, and then he came back, and then obviously stuff happened, and then the darkness was also trying to get Hachikuji in the next arc afterwards. They kind of resolved that by having Hachikuji pass on, which was where we lost her, and then Gaien showed up and said that one of the promises, I believe it was during that arc, that one of the things that she needed for her assistance was to introduce her to Kanbaru. Was it?
Okay. Yeah, I remember that now.
And this is after that. And so Aragi's going to bring her to meet Gaien. And we don't know why Gaien needs her. Probably the monkey's paw, which is what Aragi was looking at.
Which is why he's nervous, because he's like, what's she gonna do with her? He'd
rather Kanbaru decline him than actually go with him, but obviously it's Kanbaru. She's gonna agree to do anything that Aragi asks, right? When I was watching this for the first time, I always thought of like how this story would progress into Aragi showing up at the end of Shiro. How'd he end up with like that ripped shirt just jumping down from the sky with a sword in hand and like a badass superhero landing? Like, come on now. Where does this go?
I feel like it has to be something way less climactic than we imagined it.
But I mean, yeah,
just
to be
knowing
honest.
Araragi and knowing Monogatari.
Yeah, right? Because we were seeing that story from Hanakawa's point of view. So everybody being the unreliable narrator that they are, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's exactly how Araragi appeared. But, you know, sentiment is still the same, probably.
Because the sword is in him, right?
It's in Shinobu.
Did she not draw it from him? I can't remember.
I think you're thinking of the scene from Kurokawa, where he put the sword inside of himself in order to trick a black Hanakawa.
You're right. I am thinking of that.
Yeah. No, that he just stabbed himself through with a sword during that particular scene. That was
Okay.
but no, yeah, the sword is inside of Shinobu, and we saw that during Kizu, where she pulled it out of her mouth, and also we saw the samurai guy back in Kizu.
We also saw a little bit of him in the one arc where we just got all Shinobu backstory.
Yes, we did.
I don't remember which one that is.
I believe it was the Hachikuji arc.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But it was it was her story about the first minion that she had. Yeah. And that how when she turned him into a vampire to save him from the darkness, he lamented his fate, called her a liar, obviously, because he thought she was a god, not a vampire, and then threw himself into the sun and burned to death. Which, I mean, thinking about it that way, maybe since he burned to ash, maybe like the black smoke that was around the samurai armor could represent that. Maybe that's just like a representation of his will, or like his final form that he has.
His lingering will? Wait.
His lingering will. This is Kingdom Hearts now.
I love Kamaru and Adaragi's interactions. It's always so much fun.
It's always been great, but especially this one is very noticeable.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I enjoyed this.
Even though like a lot of the episode was just them talking and not getting to the point, they had to get back to the subject twice this episode.
I feel like the difference between like this and Kamaru's arc that we watched previously is it's more entertaining because they just play off each other and have better chemistry.
Yeah.
And also, it's not trying to set itself up as serious exposition in those moments.
Kamaru's arc being Hana, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just fun banter between two characters that we both love, so it's always gonna be a great time. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see where this goes and how we finally link back up into Shiro. But yeah, that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Later, my dudes.
Bye-bye.